YouTube, welcome back to my channel, the crazy short nation of YouTube. Yes, my base face is done. Yes, I put tails on my brows. No chapstick because I did my lip just now. Actually, it is 1:45 a.m. Yes, I'm nocturnal, but this is a whole new level of crazy. I did my face earlier because I was presenting for a conference today on a mental health topic in the kink and BDSM community, and so I did my base face, and I've been wanting to do another look with the Natasha Denona Sunset palette. This will be look number 11. And so I was sitting here watching the movie ended, and I'm like, I'm gonna just play with my face again. Well, not my face, because my face has been played with, but I thought I'm gonna just do another eye look just because. And so I did now just do my lip, and I primed my eyes, and we're just going to jump into it. And I will put the shades below and where the placement is, and we're just going to jump right in, and hopefully it won't be too long. And I always say that, but then when I chop it up, it's not long. Long to me is over 15 minutes. And so I'll try and keep it short, and I'll cut out any like dead space or repetitive stuff. I will try to do this eye first because this is the eye that's more prominent for your viewing, and then I'll cut out this eye or start it and cut it out, or just something like that. So, and I have my brushes pulled out. Hopefully I didn't forget anything. And, oh, my lids are sticking because I have hooded lids. They're sticking from the Fenty primer. On my lips, before I forget, this is a Fenty Mademoiselle lipstick. Sorry for the glare. The color is Griselda, and I'm going to show it to you because then I did line my lips. This is Griselda. I love me with a dark lip. Oh, that's beautiful. I love it. Is it going to go with this look? I don't know, and I don't care. And then I lined my lips with the Alien, which is the shade of this NYX Suede Matte Lip Liner, and this is black. This right here, after I lined my lips, instead of just putting the cap back on, I lightly just went around in a circle to get the lipstick color off of the liner. So that's what this little mark up here was. Oh, my lids are sticking. So let's just jump in. This is a look that I saw from someone on YouTube, and she was very fair skinned compared to me. I know I'm in the middle between lightest of the light and deepest of the dark. I know I'm in the middle, but she was way lighter than I am. And so I'm curious on what this is going to look like. And I did alter it a little bit because I took this and this from the Cranberry palette and put in here. And so I'm going to basically do how she did, and then I'm going to do my thing. So we're going to take Soul on the lid, and so I'm using this big ass brush. This is the Esom V29. I don't think it says it's a large shader brush. I think it's a medium, but when I saw this, I'm like, this shit is huge. But since we're doing the entire lid, we're going to put it on the lid. And because it is a large brush, it shouldn't take me long. And I forgot already to start with this eye. I don't know why, like, that's so challenging for me to remember to do the other eye first. So please forgive me. And hopefully you can see what I'm doing okay, even on this eye. And I can't cut it out because I'm talking. I notice sometimes with matte shades, it does settle into the lines near my inner corner. When I use a shimmer shade or metallic, because of how the light bounces off of it, it camouflages those lines. But I do notice it when I use some matte shadows, particularly a light matte shadow. If I use the darker one, like one of these colors, it wouldn't show up. The lines wouldn't show up. But because I'm using a bright color, yeah, they show up. I'm going to be quiet so I can cut out doing the other eye. We're going to take Horizon, which is this shade here in the middle, and we're going to use this as our transition shade. And this is a pretty big fluffy brush. And this is the Esam V34. And because it's going to be our transition, it's going to cover part of the crease and a lot of this puffiness here, which is why I am using this fluffy brush. So we can just cover more of the area. I'm going in circular motions because I want to take the color a little bit higher up, because I do have like all of this space up here, and I should have taken that yellow further up above the crease. Because when I look at you, oh, you can still see it. Okay. Then we're going to take Sinai, this shade here, with the smaller fluffy brush. This is the Esam V33, and she put this in her crease. And so I'm using a smaller fluffy brush to go more so on that yellow line. I do believe she did her transition and crease shades first, but I wanted that yellow to pop as much as possible directly on top of the primer. So that's why I did that yellow first. Ooh, this is looking sunsetty. I can see the orange, I can see Sinai. But when I look at you, you just see the yellow and the orange. I will say, compared to these other creamy mattes, if that's what they are, let me check really quick. Sinai is a creamy matte, Horizon is a creamy matte, and so is Soul, the yellow. But Soul has a lot of kick up. I don't know, I think it might have been the brush that I used, because I don't remember it having that much kick up before. Whereas the last two I used, Horizon and Sinai, like there is hardly any kick up. Maybe the brush. Then we're going to take Ice Gold, which I love for a brow bone highlight. This is a Beauty Blender Wing It eyeliner brush. I hate it for eyeliner, but I find that I like it for my brow bone highlight. I want to put my mirror up higher so that I'm not like looking down like this, but when I've had it up higher, it casts a weird shadow on my recording device. And there is a mirror back here, but because I don't have my contacts in, I can't see that far. And I tend to not like wearing my contacts when I do videos, because then I need to put on reading glasses to read you what the name of something is. And so it's just weird. We're going to take Mandarin, which is this shade here, and this is an Esam V31 brush. It's sort of like a pencil-ish type of brush, and we're going to take that on a tear duct area. I think I said that already. Yeah, I'm tripping. And that actually is camouflaging, and I'm going to wrap it around. That is sort of camouflaging the lines on my lid, which this side seemed to have a lot. This side didn't seem to have any. So I know my face, I'm not gonna say our faces, but I know my face is not symmetrical, but even like with wrinkles and lines, like there is a difference. And I'm just gonna sweep it over a little bit because I don't like the harshness of how that looks. And so what I'll do is, this brush with all that yellow on there, I'm gonna sweep that to tone it down and to blend it over. I did not put any extra shadow on this brush. I'm going to take, this is an Esam T03 pencil brush, and we're going to take Igneous as our liner on our upper lash line. And I do like this shade for this. Apologies again that I didn't start with the other eye. So what are we doing? We're going to take Sakura, which is a cream to powder, which is from the Cranberry palette. And what was the brush I was going to use with that? This one, my Sephora, the brush I had right here for that, the Sephora Pro Bullet Crease Brush number 86. And this, for this shade, she used Panjin, which is the one that I'm allergic to. And it is very close to Panjin. The undertones are slightly different, but they're close enough. Well, actually, they're very, very close. And so I was good to still have a similar shade in here. And this was directly in her crease. And that's why I'm using this pencil brush. I like this brush for the directness it gives me in putting the shade exactly where I want it, but I don't really feel like it added anything to the look. I'm gonna go back with this yellow, no additional color, and just sweep this again in the inner corner to blend this out. That's Sakura shade. When I'm looking down and I can see all the colors, I really like it, but then when I look straight, it just looks like, Anyway, so we're going to take this also. I did not put any extra color on this brush yet because I wanted to see how much was still on the brush. And we're going to sweep this on our lower lash line. This was the brush that had the Sakura shade on it from the Cranberry palette. So we're going to dip in again, tap it off, and place that. I do like the look. I think I just messed up. So we're going to wrap it up into the crease because this side I came out too far. I think I just make it look like I did it on purpose. We're going to take that, which brush? This brush, no additional color. This had Sinai on it. And we're just going to blend that out. I'm not liking how stark this looks right here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take Horizon, which actually we use with this brush, but that's too big of a brush. So I'm going to take another blending brush. We're going to take this Real Techniques brush. It says Defining Crease Brush, and we're going to go into Horizon, this shade here. And we're going to use that to blend this out. Because that is looking way too stark, and it still does. Okay, I'm not really liking that. My old standby, this shade right here in the middle, which is Safari, this one right here in the middle. And we're going to take an Hourglass number 6 brush, and we're going to buff that right here. Because I'm thinking this will help erase. There we go. Tone it down a little bit. Because this shade is almost my skin tone. I'm liking that better. So I'm dipping in again. Yeah, there we go. See, if something doesn't look right, just keep adding colors until it does. Don't follow that advice. We're just going to take this brush again and just blend that all around. Not all around, but under my lower lash line. Ooh, something got in my eye. What do you guys think of this look? As I said, when I look down, I like seeing the yellow, the red, and then the orange, because then it does look like a sunset. But when I look straight, I just see a tiny bit of yellow and all the orange. And so it could be like a nice surprise, like if I blink or look down and it's like, oh wow, she has other stuff going on her lid. And so like this to me looks boring. Like this is like, okay, that's kind of cute. And no, it doesn't go with the lip. I don't care. I would totally just wear this because I really just don't care. I love me with a dark lip. And so I'm looking around to see what else I was going to do. And I was going to do mascara and all of that, but you know, right now it's like 10 after 2 in the morning, and so I'm not going to do anything else. Let me know what you think of this look. Look number 11 with the Natasha Denona Sunset palette. And I still have other looks I want to do. There's one more I want to try. One more look with this palette I want to try, which would be look number 12. And I think you guys might by now be burning out with this palette and me doing all of these looks, but let me know if you want me to do the 2 shade looks on my eye, do one on this one on that one, because I have 6 of them, so that would be 3 looks, and then just combine it all in one video. That's what I think I might do. Thank you for helping me figure that out. Like, you guys are so helpful. Yeah, that's what I'll do, because I just doing a whole nother video for each look. I'm like, these guys are going to be sick of me with this sunset palette. I do hope these videos are helpful to you if you have this palette or if you're considering getting it, and if you're around my skin tone, you get to see what they would possibly look like on your own, or if you're a little darker or a little lighter. And so that's why I'm doing this. And so it's great to use makeup. I see a lot of videos, you know, they'll do, you know, a couple looks, one palette, and you never see that palette on their channel ever again. And because I have a workable collection, you're going to keep seeing the same stuff. And so I do hope it's helpful. Let me know. Let me know what you're thinking of this look. And unfortunately, my eyes are itching. And so I'm hoping it's not Sakura, that shade underneath my lower lash line. I hope not. Because I do like having that deeper shade in the palette. I'm babbling. I'm going to go. Let me know what you think about this up here. I know it doesn't go with the lip. And if you have this palette, I probably already said this. Let me know how you're liking it. If you've done videos with this palette, feel free to post them below and I'll check them out. And thank you for being here, and you will see me in the next video. And not at 2 a.m., even though I won't be posting this at after 2 a.m. So anyway, thank you. You'll see me in the next video.